stock awards almost immediately, and a cap, which is something that makes us much more competitive. You have to have great scale to be able to offer a cap to our agents, and we've got one of the industry's best in store for you. So we're super excited to turn the corner here with you guys and spread our wings and grow as we'd always imagined with these fabulous engines powering agentinc. And so we're so glad you're along for the ride. As you know, supporting you in a world-class manner has always been our goal. Marketing is especially close to my heart. And I'm so proud to have our in-house marketing team led by Jaime here to talk to us more today about some of the, he's not just fulfilling marketing requests. He took the role as a leadership role. And boy, what a just awesome opportunity for all of us that somebody this talented and this educated in marketing is taking that leadership role. And so he's going to talk to us a little bit today about artificial intelligence and chat GPTs. And I can't wait. Jaime, I'm on the edge of my seat to hear more about that. It's I know the possibilities are endless. So we get to hear from Jaime a little bit later today. But Scott, I'll turn it over to you to talk about market dynamics. I've got some big offers out there. We've got a $16 million offer we wrote this morning. We've got an $18 million offer out there. We've got some big deals in the works. It's a stubborn seller's market. I tell you, some of these people, I think they should roll over and take it, but they'll be a little stubborn. So can you please tell me why? What's going on out there in the marketplace? You're muted. Scott, you're muted.
Sorry about that.
There you go.
Yeah, what's going on is something nobody thought was gonna happen last fall. Everybody thought this is the new trend, inventory's picking up, things are slowing down, here we go, we've got rough headwinds with the economy. Oh my gosh, it was too good to be true. We had a great market and now it's all going over a cliff, and oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And as you know, as we talk about this on a regular basis, sure enough, we got into the new year, average days on market, active inventory in all of SoCal was 108 days. And normally that's a balanced market, but it didn't feel like a balanced market to anybody because it was, here we go, no confidence in the market. Prices are declining. Oh my gosh. And that was our reality starting the year. And it was exactly what everybody expected from last fall. Here we go. But something very interesting has happened, and we've been tracking it. The days on market has just continued to go down from the start of the year because none of those homes that were supposed to come on the market to give us inventory, not none, but so few have actually materialized. In fact, Stephen Thomas said last Thursday in some of his comments on the SoCal market, he said in January, February, March of this year, 2023 in SoCal, we are missing 40,200 sellers that in a normal market would have come on the market. I mean, that's amazing. And there's lots of reasons for that. Most people have a low mortgage. They don't want to give it up for a higher mortgage. But this reality and this phenom we see around us of no inventory is really a crisis. And it's not just here. It's not just Southern California. Nationally, we're looking at right now 410,000 active single-family residences in the whole U.S. We should have 1 million. And no matter where you go, Northern California, everywhere. And interesting, even some of the markets, remember end of last year, it was, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I don't live in a market that superheated during the last few years. And of course, what was in vogue? Well, Phoenix, Scottsdale, Boise, Texas, places in Texas. And everybody was saying, oh my gosh, it's already turning down. It's going to be a bloodbath. Well, you know what? It hasn't happened. In fact, Phoenix right now has a market time of 44 days. There's nothing. So very, very interesting. What that means, in fact, this was the title of Stephen Thomas's last report last Thursday. He says, surprise, we have a very hot market. And it's intriguing to me, but in some ways it's really reassuring, because psychology, no buyer wants to buy into a market that's going over a cliff. I mean, nobody wants to do that. Everybody knows now that the market isn't going down in price, and it's because of a supply crisis. So the buyers have the good news, and a stable market to buy into. The sellers have better news than they ever thought they'd have. They didn't dream last fall that their prices would be as high as they are right now. They picking up a lot of background noise, so please mute if you can. And surprise, we have a very stable market. We have, in Stephen Thomas's words, a very hot market in the spring of 2023. Interesting. So let me go through some more of the numbers real quick. Active listings, SoCal, again, very low. I think we're about 15,000 active listings. Shoot, back in the day, there were over 20,000 active listings just in Orange County, just in Little Orange County. We have a supply crisis. So, and at the same time that the supply is non-existent, demand has been ticking up slowly all year. In fact, the last couple of weeks, it's taken a bigger jump up. So right now in Southern California, we have about 24,000 transaction sides in escrow today. There's your market. And if agents are saying, oh, there's nothing going on, no deals are happening, and yeah, it's true that demand is muted because there's no supply. But even with that constraint, gang, look at 24,000 escrows right now in Southern California represented by somebody. And congratulations, many of you are in escrow right now. Many, many, many. But that's where our focus needs to be. You know, projections, economy, how long are we going to have headwinds in the economy? Is it 12 months? Who cares? Right now, we all need to be doing business. And the fact is, and this is the gift that keeps on giving, there are about 24,000 transaction sides in escrow today. And it's not going to go down. Gang, demand is actually ramping up. It's not going to go down. Here's your spring opportunity right here. And I love that. So here are the facts. And when you're focusing on this, now you're thinking about, great, if there's that many people in escrow and the trend for the next few months is going to be going up and not down, I need to be representing one of these 24,000 transaction sides, or 2 of them, or 10 of them, or whatever. So there's your perspective. And again, demand trending up. Days on market, market time is a reflection of supply and demand. And because demand is rising while supply has been shrinking, market time went from 108 days for SoCal at the beginning of the year, and it's continued to come down. Do you know that right now in SoCal, average market time for the whole Southern California market is 45 days? That's just crazy. Remember, anything under 60 days is a seller's market and a strong seller's market. 60 to 90 is a seller's market that's not as strong. 90 to 120 historically has been a balanced market. 120 day to 150 days on market is a buyer's market. Over 150, and some of you have lived that market, is a strong buyer's market. So you put that all in perspective today, 45 days. And surprise, wasn't what anybody predicted, but it's good news for us, giving confidence to buyers and sellers. So breaking it down by county, LA, 51 days market time. Orange County, ridiculous, 37 days. And under 40 is just insanity as far as market time. That's why we're seeing multiple offers, prices, dare I say, actually going up in some markets. Orange County, 37 days. Riverside, 47 days. San Bernardino, 51 days. San Diego is worse than Orange County. Right now, 31-day market time, days on market in San Diego. Crazy. Bay Area, talked about that. They've experienced the same thing. Inventory's gone down, demand's gone up. Bay Area is looking at 39-day market time right now. The whole Sacramento Valley, 35 days. And I mentioned Phoenix earlier, Phoenix 44 days. This is our market. It is not what people projected last fall. So now you can be the expert that's up to date and having conversations with people that, hey, we've all been pleasantly surprised at the strength in the market. Here's what that means for you, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer. Here's what it means for you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. This is all relevant information. You bring the information to your clients, prospective clients, in context about what it means for them, and you're valuable. You're solid gold. This is what they're looking for. What's going on? What does it mean for me? So there's our picture. Now back to the 24,000 transaction sides. Who's going to represent the next wave of 24,000? And after that, well, I want it to be you. So I jotted down a few thoughts. Here's the reality of our market. You're going to be in one of three categories as an agent. Number one, you're basically going to slow down with the market as far as, remember, units, are even though demand is so strong, units overall are down some from where they've been because of the supply constraints. So you're either going to go down with the market. Hey, and there's agents going down in their business more than the market because their head's not in the right place. They go, I'm discouraged. It's not a good market. Blah, whatever the story is that we all can tell ourselves if we let us, but don't let yourself do that. So category number one, you're going to go down with the market or more. And none of us want to be in that category. Category number two, I'm going to actually beat the market. My business is not going to decline as much as the market has. And in perspective, that market decline isn't catastrophic. We're down about a third off of the stronger markets we've been in on pending. So it's not catastrophic, but category number two, you're going to beat the market. And it could be that, for various reasons, you're keeping your head in the game. You're keeping yourself in a place that you do see the opportunities out there. You have clarity on the opportunities because, frankly, unless you have clarity to help a potential client see an opportunity for them, you're not of value. I'm not of value to them. So if you're beating the market, is because you're not going with the herd, losing perspective, being discouraged, listening to the news. That's the last thing you want to do. And by the way, all the sales numbers that you're hearing reported right now on closings, that's not what's going on today. Those closing numbers reflect what was going on 60 days ago. And that's not current information. You've got to know what's going on today. And so, but if you are beating the market, even a little bit, it's because you're somewhat staying in the game. When many, as we talk about this, many of your competitors are not. So category number two, you're not declining with the market. In fact, you're likely even beating the market. But here's category number three. And I'm seeing, I can pick out several agents right now in our own group that are in this category. Category three, they are significantly beating the market. And they're saying, what slowdown? I can't keep up with the people I'm talking to. I'm meeting people on open houses. In fact, with no inventory, I hold an open house. I'm getting a ton of people. And everybody wants to know what's going on. And I talk to one person and give them clarity and give them a picture of an opportunity. And then they talk to their friend and their friend calls me. And, I can't keep up. I'm so busy. And these are people, category number three is you're significantly beating the market. And the reason you're doing that, and we ought to just have a moment of silence in appreciation for all of our competitors that have decided not to be in the game right now in the spring of 2023. That's why you have the opportunity to be a category three agent and significantly beat the market. By doing what? Some magic? No. By working the fundamentals, just showing up every day. Yeah, make it a game. I'm going to talk to so many people in my sphere of influence before lunchtime. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, hey, all my listings have sold. I don't have a house to hold open. So what? Go find a listing that one of those listing agents has that's psyched out and not empowered like you, go hold their house open. Find any vacant house. Nobody's holding those vacant houses open. I guarantee you no one's holding those vacant houses open during the week. Go find an open house armed with clarity, perspective, product knowledge, information. Watch what happens. It's all fundamentals. The people that are, in essence, greatly beating the market, 10xing the market, they're executing fundamentals, and they're not giving all this space in their head to opinions and news stories and all this. And doesn't matter. You know, if you take one thing away from today, I want you to take away this. The reason that there are 24,000 transaction sites in escrow today in Southern California is because, newsflash, people have needs to buy and sell that have nothing to do with you. This is the gift. It's not on your shoulders to go convince the world. People have needs, and they're going to work with somebody. And if you aren't executing the fundamentals so you meet them, they're going to work with someone that A, doesn't have your ability, B, doesn't have your caring to see that they're properly represented, and they're going to be a victim of somebody unless you find them. So you're helping them, you're helping yourself, you're helping Agent Inc. Here we go. All fundamentals. I hope this is helpful. As you know, I tend to live in simplicity and then some. And I've had friends say, Scott, you just reduced to the ridiculous. I love simplicity. I just thrive in simplicity because I get clarity out of that. I hope you do too. So there we go. There's our market. As always, we're here to brainstorm with you, talk, whatever about how you can create your niche and get so excited to go execute the fundamentals in the way that works for you. So there we go. John, back to you.
Yeah, I tell you what, Scott is that cross between Tony Robbins and Ronald Reagan. We love and yeah. I want to dig in a little further and say, why do you think the dynamics of our market are what they are? And I had a conversation yesterday with this buyer, and he, he's a little frustrated that his $16 million offer is not accepted yet. And he said, everything I read, the market's going down, and there's all these, negative impacts on the market. I said, well, you're partially right. We've got a struggling economy heading into most likely a recession, and we've had rising mortgage costs, which typically slow the market down. But I said, I want you to think about this. I said, why do you think there's no inventory? And he said, well, yeah. He said, there's just nothing coming on the market, and the inventory is low. And I said, think about this. I said, the US dollar has lost strength in the last almost 8% in the last 6 months. So what's the best hedge against a weakening dollar? Well, gold, silver, real estate, right? So we are that hedge against a weakening dollar. And there's a lot of articles out there that would suggest to you that the US dollar may continue to weaken. And so I said, with banks, especially regional banks, losing hundreds of billions of dollars of deposits, I said the last thing people want to do is sell their real estate and put their cash in a bank, especially if cash is becoming, worth 8% less every 6 months. So I said, that's why real estate is holding. I said, despite the downward pressures that are out there in the news, there is some upward pressure also. And I said, those two things are warring against each other. And I said, so you got a lot of cash in the bank. Let's get it out of the bank and into some real estate. And so that's what we're going to do. And that's our message, guys. You need to be able to talk about the dynamics. And there is a lot of news out there. So you need to be able to say, yes, but. And so just encourage you to get educated, study the dynamics. And, the reality, though, is what Scott is saying, and that is you can keep it fairly simple and to say, hey, we've got less than a 60-day supply today. This is a supply and demand business. So what do you want to do? And you'll do fine keeping it very simple. Since I've been in the business 30 some odd years, 7% interest rate is great. I never had a problem selling real estate at a 7% interest rate. Guys, we're below that today. This is not, I mean, it's abnormal from 2 years ago, but it's not abnormal for the last 30 years. This rate is not the end of the world. It's actually a very median or average rate. If you look back over the past 3 decades, it's easily something people get used to quickly, and it's easily something we can work within. So get out there, and just like Scott said, I had my best years in down markets. I had my best year when other agents were frustrated. Get out there, put your work ethic to work, do the open houses, show up, have the data, know what's happening in your geo farm. And anyway, I'll shift gears to Jaime. Jaime, say hello this morning.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good
morning.
All right. Well, guys, just to give you a quick update of what's going on. We've pretty much acclimated everything. And the next phase right now is we're going to start resyncing all of the social medias for all of Agent Inc. to the Instagram, to the Facebook. So hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have that all up and running, get that all going. And then after that, what we want to do is start getting into doing, agent marketing campaigns. And we've been working on that with John. Some of the things that we've created for you guys, a lot of the digital farming, you might as well know it as geo farming. But some of these packages will include some, social media postings every day, the digital farming. This way you're getting that exposure, out there for you guys. You'll actually have a real estate funnel, retargeting, ads, all that good stuff so that we can get you guys exposure out there, get your guys numbers, get the phones ringing, and actually creating appointments for you. But that is coming. I know John's still working on we're ironing out some stuff here, but that is coming. So that should be, I think, in a couple weeks here. But we're looking really forward to that because that's some exciting stuff. And obviously, we're going to have AI in the background with that, which is ChatGPT. If you guys aren't familiar with that, that is artificial intelligence. And this thing is just blowing things away. I mean, it is so amazing that you literally it will remember your conversations that you have. It almost feels like sometimes you're talking to a person. And the way that I've used it so far is, say, for instance, when you have a listing and it comes down to the listing description, and that usually probably takes, a good half hour out of your day, maybe 45 minutes, depending upon, how you, scaled in English class. It will do it in 15 seconds. You literally just have to say, hey, write me a description for my property for this listing and put in, how many bedrooms it's got, the square footage, if it's got a pool, any amenities with it, and it will literally pump it out in 15 seconds and it will sound brilliant. So if you if I could share my screen, that would be kind of cool. And I'll show you kind of a sample of something that, let's see here. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Okay, so I asked ChatGPT, give me like 10 pain points and struggles for real estate agents. And this is what it came up with. Finding and generating leads, managing prioritizing leads, keeping up with technology, balancing work and personal life, meeting clients' expectations, negotiating deals, staying organized, keeping up with regulations. And as it goes down, I asked it, write me 10 solutions, to counter all these struggles. And it actually did it. And it gave me, 10 ways to combat these issues. And then I'm like, what? Can you put this in a table format? And it actually did it. Now, mind you, I'm doing this within probably like a minute's time.
Jeez.
Then I asked it, write me a 1-minute video clearly, covering these topics with a hook in the beginning and a call to action at the end. Now, if you don't know what a hook is, guys, when you guys are doing your videos nowadays, do not introduce yourself anymore. Okay. People don't know you. People probably don't really care. What they're interested is the subject matter. So you got to come up with the hook. Hey guys, you know what? The reason why you need to get into this home because it's got the most beautiful, view in Southern California. That's going to trigger. That's a hook. You can always do a negative hook, which seems to resonate more with people sometimes, where you can sit there and say, hey, look, if you don't get into this house today, your wife is going to be upset to you, so you can say stuff like that just to kind of counteract that. But if you notice here, it sat there and it wrote up a 1-minute video script. Sometimes I ask it to do a 20 to 30-second script. And the hook right here is like real estate agents facing a variety of challenges in their day-to-day work, from generating leads to managing financing. But with the right solution in place, they can overcome obstacles in building successful business. So now you want to do a call to action at the end. So when you do your videos, a call to action is tell your audience what to do. Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to email you? Do you want them to message you on social media? You have to tell your audience what to do, or click the link. So you have to do these things when you do your videos. Let's see. And even if I didn't really care for the video script, I said, hey, rewrite it as a marketing guru, incorporating the solutions, of, a famous marketing company. And it did it. And it actually rewrites it completely all for you. Then I'm like, you know what? I thought a minute's too long. I want you to rewrite it in a 30-second format. And it broke it down for a 30-second script for video. And then you can continuously just keep going and adding on to what you like. You can even ask it to give it a personality. So say if you're the type of a funny person, say, hey, you know what? I want you to write it in a comedic way. It will do it. Let's say you want to do it more of, I want a more business casual tone. You can ask it to do that and it will actually put it together in that fashion. So this is how powerful ChatGPT is. So if you guys don't have an account yet, I strongly suggest you guys getting one. The free desktop version, it's free, it's easy. The only bad side to it is there's a lot of times there's people that are on it constantly, so it might slow down. There is a new paid version. I think it's $20, and you can also get the app on your iPhone. I just use the desktop, to be honest with you right now. I have not had any issues. Again, sometimes it just bogs down, but other than that, I mean, guys, if you haven't created the account, I strongly suggest you guys getting one. It will completely take control of way you look at things. Because even if you have struggling with writing an email, or if you have an idea of a concept and you're like, I don't really want to work on this idea because I know it's going to take me about 2-3 hours. You can ask ChatGPT and it will do it in 30 seconds and say, here are the points for you. So this is how powerful things are going, guys. These are things that we're going to bring to you guys in the future, because we got to work on social media right now. But as things are progressing, we're going to have more and more of these tools and more exciting programs for all of you guys, so that you guys get more exposure, branding, and get you guys' names out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and that's what I got.
I mean, thank you. Technology is not a threat. We shouldn't be threatened by this. We should embrace it and use it and get out ahead and get used to using it. When I watch a lot of YouTube videos, I can tell that something is automating photographs for every sentence or subject that they're talking about. Do you know how to accomplish that? And is that something ChatGPT can do? Can you get it to automatically find still photographs for your talking video?
There's actually other programs that do that. ChatGPT, the version right now, the free, will only go up to 2021. So just be aware of that. So if you ask it anything pertinent of today's date, it won't know. But I have a feeling that in the future it's going to upgrade, because Microsoft just dumped about, I think, was it $30 billion into it. So we might see the resurgence of Bing come back and take over Google, because now Google is, they're running a little scared, thinking, oh, Microsoft's going to come back with, Bing, put that in the ChatGPT in there, and everybody is just using this. But as far as videos and the pictures right now, you can do that, but it can't do it with ChatGPT. There's another program, I forget what it's called, but it is a little cumbersome. So if you're willing to learn, it's there, and it's amazing. Some of the things that you can do, but what you've got to learn when it comes to this AI stuff, it's called prompting. And prompting is basically what and how you tell the AI what to do and how to say. So it's basically what it is being very descriptive of what your command is. So that's what they mean by prompting. But yeah, don't be threatened by it. Just embrace it. It is what it is. It's not going anywhere, guys. So,
well, I love your examples today. That's it's just so invigorating. And there's now a ChatGPT 4. Is that right? Is that the latest?
Yeah, the new version of it. Yep.
Yeah,
I think you have it on the app. If you're the paid version of it, all that you can get, I think it's $20 a month if you guys are willing to do that, or just use the free version just to test it out, see how you like it. I guarantee, like, even if you have your BIOS, here's a good example. All your BIOS, I want you to get your bio, put your bio in there and ask ChatGPT to rewrite it. And you'll be so surprised on what it comes up with.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We should all go do that today. Jaime, it's such a blessing to have you running our marketing department. And I know you've got a full team behind you, and everyone's raving about your responses. So thank you for everything you're doing for agentinc.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
I see Kim Mornellis has joined us. Hi, Kim. You're probably between escrow closing, so if you're available right now, we'll have you say hello. Kim Ornelas. Well,
hey, can I say something real quick?
Sure.
For a lot of you guys out there right now, the programs that we're coming up with, just to let you guys know, we are implementing the AI system. We are implementing, post every day. But one thing they just want to put out there for you, if you guys do not have a website, please reach out to me, because you guys are going to need this. You have to have a website in order to move forward. You can do it without one, but you're going to lose a lot of momentum, and you're going to lose a lot of traction, because what we do is we utilize that website and we put a pixel there. So every time somebody comes through, they're going to get retargeted. And that's how we utilize the AI to start talking to the leads that come in for you guys. So if you don't have one, or you need to revamp a website, please reach out to me and let's get that going for you. All righty.
Jaime, what's the best way to reach you for agents to connect?
You guys can email me would be the best way, and send me a message there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hello.
We were looking for your call to action, Jaime.
Can anyone hear me?
Hello, Kim. Yes, we can.
I
We
am
can hear
so
you.
sorry. I'm having technical difficulty. My picture goes on and off, and I didn't want to interrupt. Are you done, or shall I begin?
Go ahead, Kim. Say hello.
I'm so sorry. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well today. I wanted to touch base with everyone in regards to a topic that I've been getting asked a lot about, and that is our escrow trust account. Just so everyone is aware that the term escrow trust account is an account where purchase funds are deposited in. It's a third party. An escrow trust account is not a savings account. It is not a checking account. It is unlike any other account. It is mandated. So what happens is when an escrow opens and the buyer puts a deposit in, it goes into a trust account. I guess you could consider it something like a holding account. The money stays there, and it's the buyer's money the entire time until the escrow closes. Then it becomes the seller's money, and then we disperse from there. Now, when you have an escrow trust account, there are certain things that are required. One is that we are bonded with a fidelity bond for any fraud and or dishonesty. Your money or your client's money could never be in a safer place than an escrow trust account. Not only that, escrow agents are regulated. We, Agent Escrow, are a non-independent escrow company. We are regulated by the DRE, the Department of Real Estate. And we have to establish our records and keep a very accurate accounting of all of buyers' funds. We're also required to have E&O insurance for any claims or losses or theft or damage that might result from any financial dishonesty. Again, that money stays in a trust account. So we're a custodian, kind of like maybe a trust for a trustee for a trust account that holds money for a beneficiary. It is all completely regulated. And again, the money, your client's money, is safe and could never be safer. I had a conversation with John and Scott about this.
Oh, we're
So, and I talked to many agents again. I'm getting
Kim, we've lost
lots
connection.
of calls.
We've lost your audio. You're breaking
the
up.
last
So
couple months and weeks. If you have any reservations, by all means, you need, and also you can talk to John. There is no one better than First Americans. Hello?
Kim,
Hello?
we broke
hear
up
you
a
now.
little bit.
We hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, again, I have to apologize. I'm just having a heck of a day with reception here. So I do apologize for the in and out of my phone. But what I was ending with was, if any of you have any further questions, again, you're more than welcome to give me a call. But again, I've also called and spoken to John and Scott about this. So if anybody is still concerned and has any reservations, by all means, please talk to John and Scott. But I can assure you that your client's money could never be safer
And
That's
Kim,
great.
than in a trust account.
Kim, I think you broke up when you were talking about First American, maybe arguably the safest financial entity on the planet, actually handling our trust accounting.
Correct. That is correct. It couldn't be safer. A trust account is and there is a reason. Hopefully can everyone hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. There is a reason why there is a trust account. We are escrow. We are the third party. And again, once all the terms of the contract are met and all the conditions are in, then we start dispersing funds out of that trust account. So again, consider it like a holding account, because really that's what it is. Buyers' deposits just keep getting deposited into that trust account, and it stays there the entire course of the escrow. Nobody goes in there and touches that money. It's not a checking. It's not a savings. We don't write checks against it. It literally just sits there. It's a non-interest bearing account, but it sits there. It's like it's a holding account. And again, then all the money gets dispersed and gets moved out of that account once the escrow closes. So I just want all of our agents, to feel comfortable with our Agent Escrow's trust account. Very safe. Clients' money couldn't be safer.
Thank you, Kim. That's very helpful. Since Signature and SVB bank takeovers, I think a lot of our clients, especially wealthy clients, are very nervous about where their money is sitting, what bank it's in, and rightly so, right? There's some chatter out there that there might be more banks in trouble. So that's very helpful. And knowing that how safe our First American Trust account is should give everyone great ease and comfort in telling our clients that you're safer to get your money out of the bank and into our escrow trust account than to leave it where it is. So that's good news. Dylan Keatle, how are you today?
I am good. How's everybody doing?
Doing great. Good to see you.
You as well.
Got a cowboy shirt on today. I love it.
No Volcom. Sorry, Scott. Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm lost a little bit of my voice because Go Kings Go. I went to the 2 recent playoff games and I've just been screaming nonstop, so I don't have much of a voice right now. If you're not watching hockey, you are missing out. And if you are not a Kings fan, you're wrong. So
You're just wrong.
so anyway, yes, watch the playoff game tonight. It's going to be great. I know it. Go Kings go. They're going to win, I hope. So a couple things on the mortgage side. May 11th, we're having our mortgage resource hour. We'd love to meet as many of you guys as possible in person. Please RSVP to either Patty or I. We're trying to determine a venue location, but we don't want to get something too big or too small, depending on how many people are going to be coming. It's just an hour for us to really all meet, answer questions. There's really no set agenda. We want to just have a conversation with everybody, have kind of an in-person meeting. There'll be some light lunch type things that we'll be getting just to have a nice conversation and figure out how we can best serve each of you and help you guys with your closings. So please let Patty or I know if you'll be available for that. We'll be coming up to the Orange County area. It'll be somewhere near the office, but please RSVP for that. Another thing that we wanted to talk about is loan officers. Agent Mortgage, we are recruiting loan officers. And so we would love to, if you have somebody that you work with regularly, and you think that they would be a great fit for Agent Mortgage, let us know. We'll give them a call. We'd love to recruit them, bring them onto the team. We're always looking for valuable people, and we know that you guys all work with people from various different backgrounds and specialties. So we'd love to bring them on. So please let Patty or I know if that's the case for somebody. Quick update on mortgage rates. We have broken back out of the 7s, hopefully for a little bit here, or just in the very high 6s on the conventional side and high 5s on the FHA. So like John said, we're not really slowing down. I mean, we're closing, we're rocking and rolling. So get out there, let us know if you need something. Patty and I are always willing to meet with you guys one-on-one in groups, go to open houses, help you with whatever you need. That data that Scott was talking about earlier on the mortgage side, don't go at it alone, right? Let us help you. Anything that you need as far as data. Hey, how are rates moving? Why are rates moving? What's going on in the market? Let us know. And maybe we'll use Jaime's chat GPT to write up some stuff on the mortgage side for you guys as well. So we are always here for you. Please give us a call and anything that we can do to support you. Cross qualifications, pre-qualifications, like I said, open houses, anything that you need, just let us know. So it's kind of all I got today.
Well, let me just jump in real quick. I'll tell you what the greatest thing is that Dylan and Patty will do for you. They will make a commitment to your client, knowing every product available for them. And after making that commitment, they're going to close on time. And your client is going to come back and say, thank you. I had a great experience. I closed on time. And as we know, when a deal falls apart because the lender can't deliver, it's chaos everywhere. The client loses, we lose. It's an absolute nightmare. So thank you. Dylan and Patty, I haven't seen them make one commitment that they haven't followed through and performed on. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.
Layla, do you have anything to conclude with? If not, we can adjourn and bless you all. And I hope you have an incredible balance of the week, productive week. And guys, if you have any needs, any questions, my cell phone is 949-735-1004. I'd love to hear from you. So give me or Scott a call and let's go get them.
Here we go. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.